Now in this reading, one of the first cards I pulled is the Ace of Swords reversed. First, this is regarding the Great Law. This is one of the 12 laws of karma based on the principles of Buddhism, Hinduism, and Jainism. The Great Law says that the law of cause and effect, what you put out, you get back. So we'll see what this reading has to say. Again, I had pulled the Ace of Swords reversed. The next card is the Seven of Cups reversed. And the third card is the Three of Swords. Now, for this deck, the Ace of Swords reversed represents confusion, miscommunication, hostility, arguments, destruction, and brutality. Seven of Cups reversed is the lack of purpose, disarray, confusion, diversion, distractions, clarity, and making choices. Now, the Three of Swords indicates heartbreak, separation, sadness, grief, sorrow, upset, loss, trauma, and tears. Taken together, this reading implies that you may be facing a period of confusion or mental fog, possibly stemming from unresolved emotional issues or disappointments. It's essential to focus on gaining clarity and making practical decisions rather than indulging in unrealistic fantasies or distractions. Addressing any emotional pain or heartache is also crucial to moving forward in a healthier and more balanced way. Now, how does this apply with the karmic great law or the law of cause and effect? So the law of cause and effect indicates that every action, intention, and thought has consequences, and these consequences are inescapable. The law operates universally and applies to all beings regardless of their beliefs, culture, or background. It highlights the relationship between our actions and the outcomes or experiences that result from those actions, such as positive actions lead to positive outcomes, negative actions lead to negative outcomes. It serves as a moral and ethical compass, encouraging individuals to act with integrity, kindness, and compassion, create positive and harmonious conditions for ourselves and others. And it's our personal responsibility for the quality of our life, that we're not mere victims of faith, but active participants in shaping our own reality through our choices and actions. We have to transcend a mindset of blame and judgment based on external factors, and instead look inward and consider our own choices that had contributed to our experiences. Now, the charm that I used to select this karmic card is the crown charm. That means that this card, or actually the great law, cause and effect, is the ruling karmic law. It's to remind us that we're the co-creators of our destiny and encouraging us to live with integrity, compassion, and a sense of responsibility for our action. Now, with the reading, the tarot reading, this is actually a loop, a behavior that is repetitive, and it can't seem like they can't break out of it, and it causes more distress in their lives and problems along the way. Now, the person needs inner healing as well as wisdom in how to counteract the cycle and prevent it from happening. They continue on with this destructive pattern, dealing with life, and it just creates bad consequences. That's the outcome. And then have to face the trauma or the outcome of those choices and decisions. And it doesn't seem like they can learn from it, and they just keep repeating it over and over. So there's a lot of healing that needs to be done inside. First, karma needs to be cleared. The individual should have a clean slate to start over with, going about without having to face this constant barrage of bad energies that they unknowingly brought upon themselves. So we're going to see how to clear this karma so that the individual can then go on and live a prosperous, abundant life full of joy and happiness. For this reading, I made sure that the pan would be on a level, balanced platform. So the bubble map that I created to clear the karma of cause and effect, in the inner bubble is, how to clear this karma. The outlier bubbles are the following. Learn from it, teach others to avoid or go through, the experience well in it. Immerse yourself in suffering. The next bubble, write it down, but don't show it, burn it. Bubble after says, give offering to a deity of choice in exchange to clear this karma. The fifth bubble says, sacrifice, give up something you cherish to somebody in need. Next bubble is use your mind to create an alternate world where you have no karma. The bubble after that is move past it, focus on future goals. And the last bubble is turn it into some form of writing, like a song, book, or story, or an artwork to share with the world. So we will see how spirit guides us to clear this karma of cause and effect. For this water reading, I'm using a clear glass baking pan filled with positively charged water. I drop a ping pong ball into the water. Now for the reading results, the ball landed on the learn from it, teach others to avoid or go through it. So that's one method to clear your karma. I'm going to drop another ball into the water and see if it will provide another solution to clear karma of cause and effect. Law of cause and effect. So I did another water reading and I dropped the ball, and the ball this time landed on turn it into some form of writing, song, book, story, or artwork to share with the world. All right, let's drop another ball in the water to see what other method we could use to clear karma. Now, the second ball I dropped landed on the bubble. Write it down, but don't show it, just burn it. Alright, I'm going to do this a third time to see what other method I could use to clear karma that has to do with the law of cause and effect. So the third ball I dropped, and this is for the second water reading for how to clear karma of cause and effect. It went to the bubble to turn it into some form of writing. So I'm going to assume that when there's two balls that land on the same bubble, that is spirit showing me that second correct method of clearing this kind of karma. So the first one was to learn from it and teach others to avoid or go through with it. And the second method is to turn it into some form of writing or art form to share with the world. So there you go. Those are the two methods to clear the karma of cause and effect. The next card reading is for the karma law of change. Law of change is basically doing the same thing over and over again. You will get the same result, get different results. You need to change something. So I'm going to pull some tarot cards and see what it could do to further explain this law of change. So the first card I selected is the Nine of Coins. The second card is the World reversed. Let's see, the third card is the Star reversed. I'll further explain the cards. The Nine of Coins or Nine of Pentacles is that you're in a stage of your life where you're confident, independent, and self-sufficient. You are conveying feelings of joy, security, and freedom. You look back at and celebrate your difficulties of the struggles and hard work that lined your path. It also gave you new and wider perspective. You need to understand to spiritual value of your success. The thing is, though, you have not yet reached completion of this journey because there's something missing. So the gifts that you acquired are actually meant to be shared. You have to also show that you're going to perform that activity, and it'll lead to more desired outcomes. The next card, the World Reverse, it says you may have many accomplishments, but there's still like a strange emptiness that you feel looking back upon it. So you have all the pieces, but things are still not coming together, and the rewards that you received are not quite as sweet as you thought they were. You might have fallen shy of what you wanted to accomplish. So the signal's nearing a completion, but you're missing this final element that would make you feel truly fulfilled. And the next card, the Star Reverse, it means that you are feeling as though everything has turned against you. The challenges you normally would see as exciting seem like you can't even overcome them anymore. You're starting to lose faith in something, and something that you normally found to be dear. You're nurturing a sense of hope and positive energy to help propel you forward, and so that you can receive joy instead of fear. But you're lacking of confidence, and you're starting to get pessimistic. Your enthusiasm is dwindling. You're falling into despair and self-doubt. You must muster up positivity to uplift your mood so you could see things in a new light, and that takes action. You need to open your heart to a more positive outlook, and you open your eyes to opportunity. Now, the safety pin is the charm I use to select the law of change. And the safety pin is like it's a repair, a temporary repair though. Like people would use safety pins if they had a tear in their clothing, or their zipper was broken, or they lost a button. So that's what safety pin represents, a temporary fix. We're going to see like what these cards all mean together. So to summarize this reading, you've reached a level of material comfort and self-reliance. That's from the Nine of Coins. However, there might be a sense of dissatisfaction or a feeling that something is still incomplete or not quite right despite these achievements, and the World card reverse enforces this. The reverse Star card hints at a period of questioning your hopes and dreams. It's possible that you're feeling a bit disheartened or uncertain about the path ahead. So together, this reading suggests that while you made significant accomplishments, there may be a need to reflect on your true desires and aspirations. It's important to take some time to reassess your goals and find a sense of renewed hope and inspiration. Don't be afraid to seek guidance or support to navigate this introspective phase. So you continue to strive for financial prosperity, leisure, and the material comforts you've already attained. And what happens is this has become a temporary fix. Wealth has become your safety pin. The repeated pursuit of material wealth stems from a desire to recapture the exhilaration you initially experienced upon achieving success in your pursuits. However, despite your persistent efforts, true fulfillment remains elusive, so attempting to replicate the steps of your initial journey towards these desires, which once brought you joy, now leaves a void yet to be filled. So you have to make some changes in your life to clear the karma so that you can feel fulfillment and complete attainment. So for the water reading, I created this following bubble map to clear the karma of change. Inside is the inner bubble of clearing the karma. On the outer bubbles is minor change, one at a time. Change, outlook, and perception for the second bubble. Next bubble, change a routine. Third bubble, get rid of what no longer serves you. Fourth bubble, one big major change. Fifth bubble, view life from a different angle. Sixth bubble, change order of steps in everyday task. And the last bubble is change mood and emotions. Now for the water reading, since it's a general reading, it will be hard to pinpoint the exact kind of change that needs to be made. So I based the selections on typical scenarios. So the ping pong ball that I dropped floated over to the view life from a different angle bubble. Change your perspective and your karma will clear. Let's see if there's another method of clearing this karma. So the second ping pong ball floated over to the bubble. One big major change needs to be made to clear your karma. So the ping pong ball, the third one, landed on the bubble. Change order of steps in everyday tasks. Now those are the results from the first reading. I decided to do a second reading to see what other results I would get. So for the second reading, the first ping pong ball drop landed on the change order of steps in everyday task bubble. So in the second reading, the second ping pong ball drop went over to the bubble. Minor change, one at a time. So the third ball went over to the bubble. Change of routine. Begin by prioritizing activities that bring you fulfillment and gratification in your daily routine. Pursue what provides more balance and rewards in your life. The last reading, I pulled up the Law of Focus card. It was under the turtle or tortoise charm. As you know, turtles and tortoises, they take their time, whether on ground or swimming. They do things at kind of a slow approach. Law of Focus states it's impossible to focus on two things at once. You must focus on higher values like love and peace to prevent lower thoughts like jealousy and anger. Now for the tarot card reading, first card is the Two of Wands. The second card is the Temperance card reversed. And the third card is the Six of Swords. So the Two of Wands is all about planning and making and moving forward, progression. You turn an idea into a realistic plan. It's about discovery, stepping out of your cocoon and exploring new experiences. You strive and push to move forward. You're beginning to realize your objectives and long-term goals before you set out to achieve them. It revolves around making decisions and leaving your comfort zone. The Temperance reverse is a reflection of something is out of balance that may be causing you stress and anxiety. You tend to take a certain path that leads to turbulence and excess. You have lack of long-term plan or vision. You lack of purpose. You must reflect and think carefully what needs to be changed. All things are only good in moderation, so you must examine your life. Six of Swords is about experiencing a transition of some kind, but you're not happy and it's filled with regret. You most likely be the result of decisions you made in the past, forcing you to leave something behind in order to move forward, or moving on is the ideal option for your future, so you have to let go of things you become attached to. These cards suggest this following narrative. You're at a crucial point of decision making and planning for your future, which is the Two of Wands. But however, with Temperance being reversed, there might be a tendency to rush or a feeling of imbalance in your approach. It's important to take your time and find equilibrium even if things feel a bit unsettled. The Six of Swords indicates that you are in the process of moving on from a challenging phase in your life. You're heading towards a calmer and more stable period. This transition may not be entirely smooth, but it's a positive step towards healing and a better state of being. So overall, this reading encourages you encourages you to carefully consider your decisions and not rush the process. Take the time to find balance and trust that you are moving in the right direction, even if it feels a bit uncertain right now. And remember that you're leaving behind difficulties and heading towards a more peaceful chapter in your life. Okay, so to delve further into the karmic law of focus, basically it's harnessing the power of concentration. Keep a focused attention that this becomes a potent force, and direct our mental and emotional energy towards specific intentions or goals, and this will amplify their potential to manifest in our lives. It emphasizes the importance of having a clear and well-defined intention. Knowing what we truly desire allows us to focus our energy and efforts in a purposeful and effective manner. So practicing this law minimizes or eliminates distractions that divert our attention away from our chosen goals. This may include mental clutter, unnecessary activities, or negative influences. It encourages individuals to align thoughts, words, and actions with their chosen focus. When there's coherence between these aspects, it creates a powerful resonance that supports the manifestation of intentions. It encourages also individuals to choose where they place their attention, and the selective attention allows them to invest their energy in pursuits that align with their values, aspirations, and spiritual growth. Okay, so from this reading, it looks like there's just a lack of long-term plan or vision, maybe even a lack of purpose. You have to realize, with objectives and long-term goals, before you set out to achieve them. Right now, you have a out of balance going on with your emotions, or well, actually an out of balance that's causing your emotions to be, stress and anxiety. So you have to think carefully what needs to be changed. Like the tortoise charm or the turtle charm, they take their time, and you're going to have to do things in moderation. You have to take your time, and you have to also let go of what is not letting you move forward, move out of the past so that you can progress in life. So, and we have to find a way to clear the karma of focus so that you are able to concentrate and make right decisions and do things that will benefit you in the long run. So the bubble map I created for the karmic law of focus to clear the karma that is causing the person not to concentrate properly for important purposes. I had to, again, because this is general reading, I had to think of scenarios that came to mind regarding the karmic law of focus. So the first bubble I have reflect and think carefully. The second bubble I have weigh the pros and cons and choose the one with the most pros. The third bubble I have move on to move forward. Fourth bubble I have concentrate to complete easiest task first. The next bubble I have realize long-term goals. The bubble after that I have choose which benefits you most. Then that bubble that's next is examine your life. And the last bubble is place emphasis on what makes you happy emotionally. Now let's see which method Spirit selects to clear the karma of focus. Alright, so the first ping pong ball selected the reflect and think carefully bubble. So the second ball drifted over to the move on to move forward bubble. Now the third and final ball will determine the third method of clearing this karma. So the third ball, it drifted over the examine your life bubble, but then it kind of is hovering near the choose which benefits you most. So as a listener, let you decide which resonates best with you. This water reading was kind of inconsistent with the result, but the law, a karmic law of focus, seems to be the easiest one to clear because you just need to harness the power of concentration and have a clarity of intention. You need to eliminate distractions, align your thoughts, words with deeds, and have the empowerment through selective attention. Now, people who suffer from ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, karmic law of focus, the karma can be cleared for you as well. All you need to do is just, even if you could dedicate 1 minute of the day to just concentrate on a task, you would be able to clear it in no time. Unlock your path to success. Try our Celestial Manifestation Guide for free. The link is in the description of this video.